Wow, what's happening, folks? It's more official than a ref with a whistle, and you posted with me on Rated PG. I don't have my broski, Cap Drosky. However, we are sitting here with the man on the waves that's flyer than the captain, Plug Chapman.
What's happening, people? What's happening?
Now, if you guys do not know, Plug Chapman is a comedian extraordinaire, folks. He's an entertainer, always on retainer, you feel me? So beware for the danger. Do you have any shows coming up for the month of June that you can remember of?
June, boy, I'm busy, man. I got the Laughing Skull. I'm gonna be at the City Winery here in Atlanta. You can find me at the Laughing Skull on most weekends.
Okay.
For like the best of Atlanta shows.
Mm-hmm.
I got a monthly show that I do last Friday of the month out at Pinstripes in Stockbridge.
Okay.
And I gotta go to Detroit,
Ooh.
Chicago, do a couple shows. So yeah.
Gangland.
Oh yeah, but I take that thing with me though.
You know, no, I'm single, but I always got that bitch with me.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
that thing.
I have shows coming up in June. I also just made the best of Laughing Skull.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
That is an accomplishment here in Atlanta.
Yes, because I hear a lot of people, they're like, congratulations on making the best of. I've been doing comedy 7 years, and I've never been on the best of.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, yeah. I don't know, maybe you just the rest of Atlanta.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Shit, I was here for 3 years, I think.
That's me too, 3. I was like, if you want something, ain't nothing short of divine intervention gonna stop you from getting it.
Right.
That's what I say. Like, if you want to eat, if somebody was like, I don't think you should eat this. If you're hungry, then guess what? I'm gonna eat. I don't care what you say about it. Shows I got June 4th. Yeah, that's what it is. June 4th, I'm at the Best of Skull at the Atlanta City Winery. The 6th, I'm at the Skull again. Well, that's just at the Skull at 8 p.m. The 8th is the $1 comedy show. June 1st is also the $1 comedy show.
And I still gotta come do that show, man. I ain't done it.
It's really dope. You can come win and take all the monies.
Mm-hmm.
They vote for whoever's the funniest comedian. They can put $1 in there, but you can put more than $1 in there if you want to. And the winner gets all the bread.
If I don't win, I'm gonna just have my girl in the parking lot with it too.
Mm-hmm. Aha! Oh, you the winner. Let me holler at you, champ.
Let me get an autograph from you. Sign that check over.
But I'm at the Skull again on the 9th for the best of, then the 16th, then the 17th as well.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna be on the same one at some point.
Plug it up.
My calendar upstairs. But yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Oh man, I'm coming up into my 9th year.
Mm-hmm.
I started June the 23rd, 2010.
Oh, he remember the day.
Yeah, bro, you always do.
I think mine was December 18th, 2016.
Yeah. You always remember the day you embark on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the day I lost my virginity. That was a different kind of journey I embarked on.
I became a man in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I remember. Nah, I think it was less than 3 for me. I was I was an athlete. Nah, I did my thing. I didn't know what I was doing, but
it was getting done.
I stayed in there long enough to figure it out. I was
right.
But yeah, so that's about 9 years.
What got you started to do a stand-up?
I've always. Okay, so you know how like kids used to watch, like sneak and watch porn and stuff. I used to sneak and watch comedy. Like
a lot of people used to tell me
I went to Robin Harris had shot that Bebe's Kids special. I was 12 years old, and I went with my mom. See, our parents used to meet up at each other's houses and like have fight parties, but they also used to do that and watch comedy specials when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like when Robin Harris dropped one, or when Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, all my mom and dad and her friends, they would link up, popcorn, they drinking their beer, watching the thing. And the house that I went to for the Robin Harris one, it was supposed to be some more kids, and it wasn't no more kids. And so I remember my dad or my mom was like, "You got to come down here and watch it with us, but don't repeat nothing that you hear." And I was just like, "All right." And I remember watching and being like, "This dude funny. I can't really relate because I'm a kid, but I still know humor." And I'm like, "This is a job. Like, he get paid for this?" And they're like, "Yeah, he make plenty of money." And I was just like, "Wow, that'd be a cool job." And it just so happened, man, I was funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when I came up and was younger, man, I had a knack for saying that right thing to make the whole crowd, the whole class laugh, or make the whole theater laugh.
Just like right moment.
I just say something in the movie and everybody would fall out. And then people, I would talk and people would be around me laughing. I was like, damn.
And you just talking.
Yeah, and my dad's the same way. My mom was the same way. And I wasn't that great of a student. Like, I was a pretty good athlete, but I didn't
really prioritize.
School, pretty much, I had to do school to play ball. And so it was just like, all right, I'm going to do just enough. Because in my mind, I was going to the pros.
Right, you played basketball or football?
I played basketball.
Okay.
But I played basketball, ran track. I was, not to brag, I was most athletic in my class.
Right.
So I was like into that shit. I thought I was going legit to play basketball somewhere. And so I ain't really send out no applications to go to college and all that. I was like, man, I'm going to go tell jokes. And so my senior year in high school, I bought a how-to guide, a how to do stand-up comedy. And I'm so old, this was when AOL and you had to have the dial-up stuff on the computer. And I told my grandma, I said, Grandma, I gotta order this ebook offline. Can I borrow your credit card? She was like, hell no.
Right,
and
now
so,
you didn't get my card.
Right. So I had to give her the money and whoop-de-whoop. Never read the book. Because I ended up getting a scholarship at the last minute. I didn't get no basketball scholarship. I got a cross-country scholarship, a track scholarship to Fort Valley. So I left the book alone, went to college. When I was in college, man, I would host stuff. My freshman year, it was a big thing at Fort Valley to where all the dorms have a talent show. And it's a big thing, like alumni come back for these talent shows. And so it was always important, like who your host is for your dorm. And I lived in an athletic dorm with mostly Qs and so it was like really important who hosted ours. And we had the meeting. They normally would go to upperclassmen or somebody known, and they had the meeting, and I just remember them being like, why don't you let Kareem host it? He's funny as hell. And I was just like, I ain't doing that shit. Right. So Jimmy Reed, the dorm parent, was like, I'm cool with it, if y'all cool with it. And so they talked me into doing it. And I didn't do no jokes.
Right.
I just hosted.
Just related.
And I joked about what was going on in the show. You know what I mean? Everybody had a modeling part. And I remember, like, I had to introduce everybody's outfits, and it was all extravagant. I had on, like, some jeans or some shit.
Right.
So when they got finished, I was like, all right, come to the stage, Mile next meet with this Goodwill t-shirt. And this, you know what I'm talking about?
These Wranglers.
Right. And they was dying. And so it's just the
energy,
the feel of making people laugh. I'm like, wow. And so when I got out of college, my senior year in college, I got into the music real heavy. But I got more interested on like the management side of it, not the rap part. And so years went by, I did that. I used to manage some people that you all actually know. I went to court with Iggy Azalea. We used to manage her. A couple of producers I used to manage have made some shit songs that y'all sing. I ain't really get no checks from it. But what happened, I picked up and I moved to LA in 2010, and the purpose was to get into the music business. And I got an interview at Interscope my first week out there. And I'm like, yo, this is working out already.
Right.
Got hired, went to the interview, I had on a suit. The girl interviewing me had on a 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying sweater. That was weird, but hey.
Right,
she's like, yeah, rolling up a blunt. Like, yeah.
So you're like, I'm overdressed.
Very. So I get hired. She's like, yo, you got the credentials, because I had worked with Shawty on the road. She was like, as far as I'm concerned, you hired. I just got to talk to the person you'll be working for and let him know woo-de-woo. Never heard back from these people. I called them, followed up emails. I would get his assistant on the phone. She, oh yeah, he'll be here today. Wouldn't hear nothing. So I got depressed as shit, man, out there in LA. I left my daughter here. I'm talking about, and I prayed one night. I ain't no religious, no Jesus freak. I think all that Jesus stuff is a good story. But anyway, I believe in God and energies and higher power.
Right.
And so I prayed and I said, man, I'm out here for something.
It is what it is, I know not.
What is it? Tell me. Give me, show me. And for the next couple of nights, bro, I kept waking up at the same fucking time. in the middle of the night, and all I would think about was funny ass stories and just shit that was happening to me. Just I'm in my bed looking up at the ceiling, cracking up, just like what? Just laughing.
Mm-hmm.
That third night, I started writing some of the stuff down. The studio I used to go to is in North Hollywood, off of Lancashire. I used to walk past the Ha Ha Cafe to go to the studio. The owner was standing outside one day. I said, "Hey man, y'all do open mics?" He said, "Every day, 5 o'clock."
Ooh.
I said, "Alright." Went on to the studio. And I kept waking up in the middle of the night. At the say it would be around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it was just humor on my mind. So I went and did the open mic one day. Here I am.
He said, I fucked it up. Just a lot of people, they say, ask them how did their, well, I'm gonna ask you that too. How did your first time go?
I didn't. For one, I was terrified, thinking, how am I finna talk for 5 minutes?
Right.
And this is gonna seem like forever. It didn't. It went really fast. And I remember I was drinking a couple of beers before, and it was this veteran comic. And he say, "It's your first time, man?"
They can tell.
And I say, yeah. He say, "This is just talking. You'll be fine, man." I get off stage. He say, I walk over there, he say, "It wasn't your first time doing it." I say, "Yeah, it was." He say, "You gonna be alright, young blood. Just keep going."
Mm-hmm. I met a couple people like that. I'm like, "Was this your first time?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Boy, you keep going. You're gonna be all right."
Keep going. Mandel was like that. First time I saw Mandel. Very first time I saw Mandel.
Mandel is a goofball, like a natural goof. I did not know
Mandel would have been me if I would have started comedy at his age. Cause I'm silly like that. I'm older now.
Did you know Mandel's a clean comic?
Yeah.
I did not know that until last week. Cause I seen him perform a bunch of times, and it hit me. I said, "Bro, I've never heard you curse before," and he was like, "Oh, I don't."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I didn't know I was a clean comic until somebody else told me." And I was like, I've been working on my clean comedy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where the money is.
I had a conversation with Johanse about that though. He was like, clean comedy isn't the problem. The problem is clean content.
Yeah. I could tell you when I did Heart of the City, I had to type up all my jokes and send
them in?
Yeah. Yeah. Because you can't be on TV talking about, because certain brands, they'll get sued. Like, I'm glad I was able to get that Apple joke off. But it's the way that I do it. But anyway, I did this joke. I got a joke about women's size of their breasts. And I wrote it and sent it to him. He said, "Man, this is the cleanest titty joke I've ever heard." He was like,
That's brilliant.
He was like, "You can definitely do this." They ended up cutting it. But he was like, "You can definitely do this." But yeah, man. That's where the money at. Churches. And church is so easy. People think churches are hard.
They're not.
I mean, you can literally do church like a pep rally. For real.
It's energy. They just want to relate to you.
Yeah.
Somebody else told me this. I was talking about like bombing on stage, and they said, it's actually uncomfortable for the people in the crowd to watch somebody bomb too, because deep down they want you to be funny.
Yeah.
Like they want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So when I tell people, they can see that that this is not going well.
Yeah.
And when that happens, it just makes things awkward. So I remember the last time I wasn't bombing, but I said like 2 jokes in like a minute, and nobody laughed at anything. I said, "Oh, so both of them jokes is trash." You acknowledge it, and everybody started laughing. They're like, "Woo!" I said, "Don't clap for that garbage. Be quiet." You know what I'm saying? And then just keep pushing. But where was that was the first place you went to. You said that place in LA.
Yeah.
And you already dropped one. I was like, who are some of your favorite local comedians around here in the city? You ain't even know with Plug Chapman all over the world, but I mean like here in Atlanta.
I guess it's like, I was just talking about this on the last one, man. I don't be realizing what I be doing. I just go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't be like, "Man, you coming up." I'll be like, "Shit, it's just another show." It's just, But answer your question, man. I hate that question because it's so
It seems like you don't leave somebody out.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say this. I have a respect for everybody that touches that stage, because to be able to have the urge and the nerve to get up in a room full of strangers and talk about your life or talk about things or whatever, that takes. I have a utmost respect for it, for everybody that does it. Certain people's styles of humor I just happen to favor more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody's funny to me. Everybody's my favorite comedian because I learn from watching everybody, bro. For real. Like, I'll watch people who get no laughs, and I'll learn from them.
I was telling somebody else, I said I've never had the thought to say that I'm funnier than somebody else. I said, now I've had better sets on some nights than some people in comparison.
Absolutely.
And I was like, because there are some people I have seen, and I personally do not think that are funny when I've seen them in a room. I've seen them go to another room and do those same exact jokes and just smack the whole crowd. And I was like, obviously it don't matter what I think.
Yeah, it's all, dude. I read a podcast. I listened to a podcast from Jay Leno. My first, somebody sent it to me. It's probably I wasn't even 6 months in. And he said something on there, bro, that changed the way I viewed it. It's like, he said, all right, every time you get on stage, people got 3 opinions of you. Somebody think you good. Somebody think you alright. Somebody think you fucking suck. All 3 of them are right.
All right. Everybody's right.
Everybody right. It's their opinion. And the older I get, I realize a lot of people will never own anything. They won't own a home. They'll never own cars. They won't own nothing but their opinion. So I give it to them.
Here you go. This is yours.
You got it, bro. That's you. I've had people come up after shows. My wife thought you were funny, but I didn't think so. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
You're absolutely right.
Is there any jokes I need to work on in particular?
Well, they're not ready for that question.
Like, bro, I remember I did a show in what's that in the Panhandle in Alabama?
I ain't never even been.
Florida. What was that? Pensacola. No, it wasn't Pensacola. It was Destin. Anyway, I was somewhere. I keep wanting to say Fort Worth, but it wasn't.
Fort Lauderdale?
It's in Texas.
No.
Fort Myers. No, it's in South Florida. Anyway, I was actually it was Alabama. I was over by Mobile, like that.
Oh God.
Anyway, wherever I was, I got booked to do a corporate show. The age range was 18 to 80. Ooh. Somebody gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So when he booked me, at the time, my assistant, and I love her to death. You have to remind her sometimes, right? And I told her, go on that website and put up another video. I wanted a PG video and I wanted
a plug video.
Right. She forgot. So I assumed, and I forgot sometimes I'm human. I assumed that he saw said video because I assumed said video had been posted. So when we had the discussion on what the content was supposed to be, he said PG-13. Now I don't know about y'all, but in this realm of day and age, PG-13, you might hear a shit, you might hear a bitch,
you might hear ass,
right? You might see a titty, you might hey.
I saw a titty.
So I went with that. The first I did supposed to do 45 minutes, and I did them. That first probably 6 or 7. The bosses were enjoying it because it was clean. It was
right.
But I'm looking around the room,
and everybody's just
everybody else like another year of some bullshit entertainment. And then it got to a point where the bosses stopped really. They just began watching, and so I said, you know what? I'm not about to take this L.
Not this whole L.
I started. I'm already backed into the corner.
Right.
Boy, I came out, boy.
You just start dropping like the hard.
No, that was another thing. I didn't go. I might have motherfuckered once or twice, but I didn't go. I'm not a dirty guy to where I'm just dick, pussy, fuck you bitches. I didn't do that. I just did. I did what I do though. You know what I mean? And so, long story short, bro. Afterwards, I'm standing outside because the show is it's a Christmas party for this gas company down in Alabama. So the show is in the hotel where they all stand. So everybody from the show was at this hotel. So after, I'm standing outside in the back smoking me a blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And a few people started coming out and noticing that it was me. So some people were like, bro, every year, even the human resources girl, she said, I've been in this company 10 years. She said, these Christmas parties suck.
Damn.
She was like, thank you so much. She was like, they never gonna hire you again. She was like, but thank you so much. And people inboxed me and was like, yo, I respect what I saw tonight. So I had a choice to make, but long story short, this dude comes up to me. I'm standing out there smoking. The human resource lady there. All these is big coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
He come up, he say, hey, you asshole, my grandmother was there and you disrespected, how do you feel? I say, hold on. I say, dude, don't walk up on me, man. I say, your opinion, you can have that. But I say, man, don't let your coworkers see your ass get beat out here by a comedian. I say, bro, because you got to go to work with these people Monday. I'm going to be in Atlanta. I was like, you don't want that smoke. And they grabbed him. I say, boy, y'all better, I said, but I will knock your ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Right out here.
In front of all your people.
Go wake up my daughter, because she came and went with me.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in the room. I said, I go wake up my daughter and be in Atlanta. And you going to be up.
Somebody gonna be seeing you waking your ass up on the side of the curb.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, man, I respect your opinion, but you're walking into my space. Mm-hmm. So I don't care nothing about you and your grandmama.
What's your method for developing some of your material? Like, I know some people say they write, some people draw from life, some people just don't write. I mean, people say they don't write all the time.
I don't write as much as got to be.
She's fine.
Y'all see my dog?
Mm-hmm.
So when my mom passed, I inherited a dog.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. Yes, indeed.
This is Madison, everybody.
She just got her nails did.
I need to get her Instagram account. All right, man, you got to get down for a second, baby. When it comes to writing, I don't force it, right? So what I'll do is something might happen that I'll make a note of that I want to talk about, but I pull from observations of life, mostly, and things that happen. Just like my daughter, and I was just joking about the whatever, and sometimes I'll just take an idea and try to write from stage that I ain't got that good yet, but yeah.
Good advice my mom dudes gave me. She was hilarious. She was like, why don't you write something that didn't happen? And that's what you mean. And then she was, because I know everything I write actually happened to me, or I've seen it happen. And she was like, the movie Friday, and I was like, right. She was like, Craig, Ice Cube wrote Friday. She was like, do you think it happened exactly the way he wrote it? And I was like, nah. She was like, so you don't have to write everything that's necessarily true, but make it sound believable.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. Like, it's three forms of writing. You got three forms of joke writing. You got the exaggerating form. You got when people use the rule of three. Then you got what we call just the left turn. You gonna see something coming.
Right.
But you can take any true story and exaggerate the shit for joke purposes. But it's based in truth. Right. So you won't feel like you're lying because it's based in the truth. So I do a lot of that shit. A lot.
He's a whole lot. I've been trying to, but and that's what happens. When I write something that's quote not true, it feels like I'm forcing it.
When I talk, I got a joke about parents and about how expensive my daughter is to take her out to eat. And the joke came from, she ordered some oxtails one day that was like $21. But in the joke, the oxtails are $35, $38, $39.
Right.
It's got to be
whatever.
Right. They can be 50. They can be whatever. Because it was based in
the truth, but it was just slightly exaggerated for a comedic purpose. I like that.
Right.
What was your most memorable bomb? Like the one you close your eyes and you still smell a little bit?
I got two. One.
Everybody bombs, by the way.
What?
Everybody bombs.
Man. I go places to bomb. There's some shows I'll be like, let me go get this bomb right quick.
I've said it too. Let me go ahead and just get this nose dive real quick.
Going in, feel humble again. First one was in LA. I had met a chick at a show. And I should have smashed that night, but me being all nice guy, and I had a girlfriend at the time too. But I invited her to another. Well, I invited her to another show a buddy of mine was doing. I wasn't on the show. I get there. She goes to tell the host, my friend funny. You should let him
Oh.
perform. He a comedian. And he's like, you a comedian? Yeah, this time. So now I got this pressure. Like, I can't be like, man, nah, I'm straight.
Right, because she didn't went up and...
I should have.
Oh.
It was a room in Inglewood, California. Boy, I got up there and, boy, I bombed so bad, she went home with She went home with the host. That's how bad I bombed. Second one. Here in Atlanta, I was over on right there by 529, where that I Lounge is. Buddy of mine did a rap show. Comedy and rap could mix if done correctly. They have to be done correctly. So I told him before the show started, I said, man, put me up before you put the rappers up. Or just let me host the show and I'll just sprinkle some jokes in.
Right.
He was like, nah, man, my buddy gonna host, man. You funny, man. I can put you up wherever. You be alright. Pushed me up after probably about the third rap.
And the raps were good.
The one guy, it's no seats. The only seats is like, I'm standing on this little stage. It's probably about this high. Well, no, I'm actually up. But it's no seats. Like, people are standing. Because it's a rap show.
Right.
People standing. The only seats is like this little VIP on the wall toward the back.
Right.
So they already standing there with me. Bruh, every time I would do a joke, this one dude would go, boom, shh.
And you can just hear it throughout everywhere.
And when I tell you, I want to, you watch Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when Theon, they was in season, what was it, season 2, when he took over Winterfell, when they was playing that horn, he was like, kill that horn, man! That's how,
well, stop lying, get that mother!
That's how it was like, or he would go, if he didn't do that, he would go, boom! Like he just make some noise. That shit sucked.
You know Marlon, don't you? Marlon Ballard?
The longest damn 10 minutes. Yeah.
Marlon, I remember I was at this show once and
y'all look alike.
Yeah, shit. You're the 100th person, bruh. We were both at Cats before this. We were both at Cats this Tuesday. And I just got off stage and I walked up and I dapped Marlon and there was like 3 other comedians. One of them was Poncho, so funny. Poncho was like, yo, that's your brother, nigga? And I was like, nah, y'all, somebody mom was cheating because y'all niggas look exactly the same. But Marlon, I remember I was at a show and I was kind of bombing and like 2 or 3 jokes were not hitting. And I was like waiting for the laughs and nobody laughed. And I knew it was Marlon because I could hear him all the way in the back. He just goes, oh, because I go out here as car goes and everybody just started laughing. And he's done that like 3 more times. And every time I'm at a show, even if it's funny and everyone's laughing, I'll just wait. It'll be silent. I'll just hear him go, oh.
That shit is, man.
Fuck Marlon. Yeah, fuck you, Marlon.
Yeah, he got on my ass about that jacket I wore on Heart of the City for about 2 years, boy.
We down to about the last 5 of the show, though. Let me ask you this. This is a question I usually forget to ask people. What's something that you learned from doing stand-up that you wish somebody would have told you?
That's a good question. Something that I've learned from stand-up that I wish...
Like, some good advice I got was from, like, Johan saying, he was like, it don't really matter what anybody thinks about your comedy as long as you believe it.
Remember that Jay Leno stuff?
That
really? Yeah, that, after hearing that, bro, like, some people, man, I've had, and it was, you said something really interesting earlier. You was just like, I've never said I was funnier than anybody. I've said I've had better sets. I've had better sets than some real working comedy. I was on a show with Rob Stapleton one night out of LA, and he was trying. He was having a good set, but I got like 2 people after him. Smack. Yeah. I'm talking about, so it doesn't matter.
And that's another thing I tell people too. I was like, it shouldn't matter who else is in the room when you came to do your best. You feel me? I was like, so if there have been plenty of times I've been in a room and like Chris Tucker has walked in or something like that, and everybody's like, oh, I gotta do good now. So he should have did good before he even walked in the door. Right. There's times this happened twice. I was on stage and Lunel walked in. And I seen her walk. First time she walked in, I was on stage. And like, I was still doing my regular. Everybody was laughing and shit. And I got off stage and she was like, that was funny. She's like, I've seen a lot of people see like celebrities walk in and then they try to like cater to them and stuff. She's like, don't do that. She's like, just be who you are. And I've said this, I feel like a lot of comedians don't tell other comedians about shows and shit. They're like, well, I don't want all these people coming here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you feel like you're only doing good because somebody else isn't there, then you're not good enough.
Right.
So I would say it don't matter who's at the show. It don't matter if you're not getting booked or not. Tyler Chronicles told me, whenever you do a stand-up show, no matter if there's 3 people there or if it's 3,300, do your best set every single time because you never know who's going to be in the crowd. Could be a writer somewhere. Could be a producer.
Yeah.
So just do your best and fuck the rest. That's all I always tell people. I was like, I like that.
Right.
Because, you know, if you, it ain't even really the same analogy. I said, if you a porn star.
I just got that from you. Because sometimes I might see 3 people and be like, I'm finna work on some jokes.
Like, okay, ain't nobody really here. Nah, like, I actually heard somebody do that once. Like, I walked in once and was like, oh shit, Pierre's here. And I went up and said, what that mean? And he was like, well, I mean, I was just gonna try out some jokes tonight. And I was like, it don't matter if I'm here, nigga. Try out some jokes if you want to. I was like, you know me, I don't get tired of doing my same, like, good joke I got, but I like doing comedy because it forces you to do things outside of your comfort zone.
What I'm learning now, where I am, I'm seeing my weaknesses. I've kind of exposed them to myself, which was mostly not edited. It was like for 9 years, I have legit been doing, and I got a lot of jokes, so I kind of was able to kind of hide it for a while because I got a lot of material. But now I'm looking at the material like,
can't use it.
Well, it's now what? Because some of it I got jokes that's not even relevant anymore, and so it's forcing me to take the stuff that I got now and actually go back and listen to it and try to rewrite it or rework it. I spent this whole week just rewriting setups.
I've been doing that the last
just trying them a different way.
D-Bird told me about doing that, and I was like, you know what, you about right.
Yeah.
Because it works out. And some dude sent me a video link. He was like, yo, I just saw your set, it was hilarious. Some dude on Instagram, he sent me a picture of it. I don't even remember doing that set. It was like from 2 years ago, and I watched it. And when I was watching, I was like, yo, that shit's actually fucking hilarious. I don't even remember saying it. And then I actually took the video down because it has like my getting pulled over bit in there. It was like the blueprint when I first started telling that joke. Don't even say it the same way I used to now. But I know if somebody heard that, they're going to be like, ooh, I can take that. So I took that whole video down. But it is dope. I have like this right here. I have books like this at the house full of jokes and shit I've never even said before.
Damn, you write a lot, boy.
I do, and don't use none of it.
I need to start doing that. Like what I'll do is, the other day, I've noticed recently I'm bad at picking lines. Like I'll be in a Walmart.
I'm a kid. I just heard ice cream truck. I was just like,
it is probably gonna go down. And I'll see a line and be like, oh, that's short. And get in it. Next thing you know, everybody in the store gone, and I'm still in this line. And so I'm like, it's something funny about that.
It's something funny about it.
How can I make it relatable? So I just kept thinking about it. I'll write stuff about, like I write little ideas. What is funny about this? So I'm thinking about what types of lines are there. Then I say, oh shit, I'm bad at picking lines. That's the reason why I don't do cocaine. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm like, it's just I can write a joke.
People like cocaine jokes. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And so that kind of like, you know, we talked about it already, but that's kind of how I do my writing process. Like I'll see something and then be like, I'm gonna come home and just jot down what everything that makes me laugh about it. Like I got a joke about running over here in bad neighborhoods. So I'll like, what is all funny? What could happen when you run in a bad neighborhood? You can get chased by a dog, chased by the police, you can get shot by stray bullets, you can all of this stuff. So then I'm gonna look at it and go,